Oh, that's what I thought. So Mr. Mustafa Baltaci, we have from Bitay, we have Sami, sorry, I have Sepla from Housemaster, Wakas Nakwa from a car chain, and we have the joy of having Marwan Fikri from Vanilla Network. So gentlemen, why don't you give a minute and introduce your company, and we can take the conversation from there.
Oh, thank you very much, Henrik. So I think what TDFI is doing today is pulling together this panel. It's an amazing job, and big congrats to you guys and to Gaurav and the entire team. So my name is Mustafa. So I'm from Istanbul. I'm based in Istanbul. I'm here to represent Bitay. This is one of the major exchanges in Turkey currently, but we are doing this whole restructuring and going into multiple markets currently. So it will be available very soon in various markets. So I have this presentation, so I'm just skipping these parts. So what we do is this typical centralized exchange, listing tokens and enabling users to trade those cryptos in various quotations. So this is what we do. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. First, I'd like to thank TDFI for opportunity to be here today in this fantastic event. My name is Sami Sipilä. I'm the CEO of Housemaster, a TDFI powered project. Our goal is to combine gaming with decentralized finance, basically by that creating a whole new, better and improved gaming product in a very capital heavy industry. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Wakas Nakwa. I represent our car chain here. I'm the founder and CEO. And what we are doing is we're basically digitizing the real estate industry, where from an end-to-end investment platform, where we create NFT of each apartments or real estate assets and then fractionalize them. So therefore, we actually call ourselves as a decentralized marketplace for real estate NFTs.
Yeah, first of all, I want to thank Vertex for organizing this event, and also TDFI, our incubator, for giving us the opportunity to stay here, to present our project. I'm Marwan. I'm the co-founder of SimCity Metaverse, which is a 3D metaverse game built on the Polygon network. It offers users to build their own decentralized virtual world around a unique play-to-earn model. It's basically a thriller action game. Yeah, basically it's like GTA, but decentralized, if I can put it like that.
Excellent. So thank you, gentlemen, for being here. Unfortunately, we're missing Kumar from Kasha, but I think we'll do our best to get ahead without him. So I'll pose a question to Mustafa instead. Since you're representing an exchange, what kind of businesses do you see getting tokenized, and what is the kind of listings that you have on your exchanges? What kind of businesses do they represent?
So I think well, I have this background in the conventional financial markets, so with the stock exchanges, this and that. So what I see today is basically, for centralized exchanges, we are just replicating, mimicking their model, but in a different sort of infrastructure. So on the face of it, we offer the same value proposition almost entirely, but on the back of it, there are lots of differences. So this is the first part. So running a crypto exchanges is something quite similar to conventional stock exchanges in a way, in terms of listing, offering such products, this and that. But in terms of the technology, it is the most sophisticated, complicated thing, because it needs to be, mission control, stuff, and also real time. So you need to combine these two. You need to offer, custodial services. You need to offer such brokerage services, this and that. This is the first thing. So, but I think we have this advantage in terms of, explaining ourselves. Marwan, for example, or Wakas, and I haven't heard your story. No, I know your name, but I haven't heard your story yet. So, but you guys are, offering quite sophisticated service. Whenever you say NFT, and well, it requires some explanation, right? But when it comes to exchange, it is Yeah, it is a bit boring, but it is there, right? People understand that one. So this is the upside with that. So you wouldn't have to present yourself in a way that, well, this is what I do, this is what we do, this is what we offer. So people understand, people easily on board, easily sign up, this and that. But of course, you need to, offer this, customer journey. It should be seamless, this and that. So, but this is mostly what we do currently. So that's how we have accumulated this 700,000 users, KYC validated, which is not bad at all. The volumes are not bad at all. So we are looking into some more services, more listings, quotations, this and that. For the tokenization part, I think we are still at a very rudimentary level. We are just starting these days. Well, I think what we were discussing, maybe 5 years back, even before the ICO boom, that blockchain might be quite revolutionary, right? And some people took it in a very different way. So for example, we can disrupt the banks. I mean, it's not quite easy to disrupt the banks. You can blockchainize such services, such industries. That could be easy to tokenize and also put some smart contracts associated with that. But you cannot change everything. There's no such thing. There's no such reality. So what we have today is basically mostly digital assets, right? That are easy to tokenize with. And well, I mean, for example, what Akar chain is doing is something quite interesting. So because we are talking about these fractions, right? Fractions of assets. So you can tokenize them. You can build NFTs and other products on them. So you can offer the users, buyers, and sellers. But not all industries are conducive to be tokenized. Honestly, not all businesses are that. So I think we are still at a very beginning level. So it is going to take some more time.
I agree with that. So, and maybe a more general question. So how do we bring mass adaptation of crypto to the investment community? How do we sell the tokenization of any asset, NFT, blockchain, whatever? Any thoughts on that?
I'll give it a go first. Our platform is a good example of that. So as a gaming company, we are not targeting crypto users per se. We are targeting all the gamers who can actually deposit to our platform with fiat currency as well. Just on our platform, they will notice that switching to crypto will provide them enormous benefits in terms of interest to their gaming account, better odds in the games that they play, and so on. So basically, we are bringing in user base that is at the moment still 95% on fiat, and then offering them to change or giving them a bait to switch to crypto.
And what benefits do they get from having a token on the platform?
Basically, having a token on the platform provides access as well to people who want to invest to the business, as the business is then buying back their own token, basically. So this is, you are replacing traditional shareholder arrangement with the tokenization of the business this way.
Yes, when you're talking about crypto mass adoption, platforms like ours where we actually have tokenization are ideal platforms where you have opportunity to present a real world use case and adopt crypto in the real life. Now, if you actually see, apart from the ones who actually do trading, if people are investing into Bitcoin, most of them are just investing for holding and waiting for the price to appreciate so that they could make some profit out of it. And everyone, as a first-time investor or a novice investor, they always have this fear, when is the right time to enter and when is the right time to exit. So this always has been a debate since ages, when prices were like 10,000, 15,000, 20,000, was it a right time to enter? Or when it's reached 50,000, is that a right time to enter? So as a platform for us, what we offer is that you could invest your holding BTC on the platform in return of a property share. And till the time your BTC actually appreciates, you're still earning rental incomes for whatever share that you've bought. And you're also at the same time gaining appreciation on the capital value of that particular asset. So instead of worrying about what is the entry type or exit type, time, you still have that value proposition of holding it and gaining from the appreciation value of whatever the BTC or the crypto asset actually holds, and plus on the property side as well.
And you have the specific benefit of actually issuing a new token for the option of issuing a new token for every single property. So with thousands of properties, there will be adaptation for thousands of people automatically.
Yes. So the idea is that when people at the earlier stage, when tokenization was initially coming in about 3 years or 3 years odd back, people were talking about tokenizing on a whole building and giving opportunities of investment into a whole building. But what we are trying to do is not only breaking it down into apartments or house levels, so that each property then becomes an NFT, and NFT as a digital asset, actually providing proof of ownership on that digital asset, but also fractionalizing that NFT and creating more fractional tokens out of it for each particular asset class.
Yeah, Marwan, I'm not going to let you sit here in silence. You are actually representing a company that has already made a token successfully with Vanilla Network. And you are now venturing into the gloom world of Sin City. What made you choose to go that route?
Well, because in traditional gaming, we saw a lot of flaws. And there are mainly two. One is ownership, because with traditional gaming, because it's centralized, there are things which users cannot own. For instance, in-game items, a car, or if I give you the example about GTA, a gun or some other items, you cannot own it as a user. Land, for instance, by the way, is also one other thing which you cannot own as a user. That's, we saw those flaws and we decided to do basically a game which is decentralized and which you have that option as a user. The other thing is that with centralized or traditional gaming, you basically pay to play. You pay a monthly fee, or you pay to upgrade your character, or that's the model of traditional gaming. With us, it's the other way. You play to earn. So you play, and you have also the perspective of earning money, which you don't have with traditional gaming.
Right. So it becomes an in-world, out-world experience.
Exactly. Yeah.
Wonderful. And so returning to the group, how do we engage the old investment world? What do we do? We know now why we're doing it, but how do we engage with the traditional world of investment? I mean, this is something that boggles my mind every day, but you know, I would wonder what your thoughts were on this. Anyone?
Can I start?
Yeah, sure.
So I think this was the same question that I raised in the fireside chat before.
Yep.
The same thing. So ideally, if you see, what we are doing is we're using blockchain in the traditional investment scheme of real estate. And there is a need to use or tokenize or have blockchain is because you see when traditional real estate investment schemes are, they are more centric to individualistic investments and not multiple people actually going in. Like, for example, when I say an example of crowdfunding, you know, it's always been existing. Crowdfunding has always been existing. Like, if you wanted to buy a property and if you don't have funds, what you do is you borrow from the bank, and or you borrow from friends, family, or relatives. And usually when you borrow from friends, family, and relatives, you have some unhappy faces. You have some unhappy relatives. Right? So in cases when things go wrong. So this is what we try to actually bridge, where people become part owners and they become not only investors, but they become partners with you in that particular asset class. And that's how we take the traditional investments and combine it with the tokenization and blockchain, basically in real life.
So we're adding dimensions.
Yes.
I think we have already democratized the whole fundraising. Even with the crowdfunding, they are mostly regulated in all those platforms and quite focused and specific to particular countries. But with this token sales, token crowdfunding, look at it. I mean, Marwan, how many investors you have? Private round, public sale. So private round 80, you said, right? Around 80 private round. 80 under normal circumstances, you cannot, pull together all these investors, right? For the corporates, for the VCs, angels, and this and that. And an addition to that is basically the individuals. They are also investing in the projects. This is the most revolutionary thing for that for the fundraising. This is what I have seen so far for the whole crypto world, right? I don't think we are there yet for the institutional blockchains, which was one of the discussion topics yesterday. I don't know if it is good or bad in a way, because it has some upsides and downsides. But for the businesses, right? For the businesses, and I think crypto adoption also relates to this part, not only the users. And remember that I pronounced the number 700,000. I don't know how many stadium full of people, 700,000. We have this many users on our exchange. We are not even the first one. So we are speaking of millions of people only in Turkey. Think about it. So this is whole another level in a way. But in terms of the use cases, I think we are still very early there. So I don't know how it progresses, further and on what pace, but yeah.
I think tokenization enables investors, much wider range of investors to join in the projects. So traditionally, for example, gaming industry, there is a lot of consolidation, a lot of investment already happening. But when you tokenize your business, you enable every person basically to invest in your business. So in our industry, there is a saying, "House always wins," and with tokenization, you can become the house actually. So that is obviously much wider base that tokenization enables.
So you guys all have application of token. When does a business need a token? What stage? Very, very early on, right? And that enables investment very, very early on. And I think that is an application of token as well that we can use. Marwan, another segment of your business was that not only did you tokenize land and sell land, but in order to engage your community, you have chosen to raise a fund as well. What was the thought process behind that?
Well, the thought process basically to have other project with gaming protocol or with NFT to enter in our metaverse. Which will be beneficial for the users because they can make use of those gaming projects, and it's basically to help the project being bigger than what it is now, to make it an omniverse, as if I can use that term. So we have a fund for that to help projects entering our metaverse and to create a greater and better ecosystem. Yeah.
Very cool. Excellent. When you started your business, Waqas, why you've had many other projects. What made the real estate become your next focus?
Okay, it comes from real use. I mean, you generally, when you start off with a project, it's not that you think of a project that would actually make money or something, but you usually come out from your real life experiences. And we basically wanted to create a real estate business for a market which didn't have any structured real estate, digital real estate platforms. And that was a particular use case that we wanted to target at. And that's how basically our car chain actually evolved into a stage where we came to acquire properties. And today we have a kind of a portfolio of about close to $100 million worth of properties that gets launched on the platform within the next week or so. So from real life use cases and from real life experiences, you create that kind of a particular product.
Right. Excellent. Any other comments from up here? I am happy to. Otherwise, we're happy to take questions from the audience if there are any.
I think I talked too much already. So.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be the case. Cool. Thank you, guys. It was a pleasure.
Thank you. I want to request you all for a photo op, please, to be here.